Good evening and welcome to the All Things BMX Show, number 269, Season 7, coming at you tonight.
Yeah, that's good to be back. Took a break, week off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah, sure.
It was a little different.
Yeah, it was.
It was all right. I liked it, man.
Even when you're out of town, it's like, it's Wednesday. It's show day.
Yeah.
No, not this Wednesday.
Go bustling out of work and everything, and I was like, oh, you ain't got nothing to do tonight, dude.
No.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah. We're locked in and loaded with another killer guest this evening. Things are going to get evil tonight. You guys stick around. You guys like what you're listening to, like what you're watching. Do me a favor. Share the show. All you got to do is go down where you're watching on YouTube and or Facebook, literally hit the arrow button and just share it. You can even text it to a friend. You can put it in Facebook Messenger, but just share it. And what it does is it helps our show with our reach and exposure. That's all you got to do. We're not going to beat you up to like and subscribe. Don't even. Just share. That helps the biggest for us, and we appreciate that the most.
Yes.
If you guys are into tricking your bike out, putting the coolest stuff on there, tonight's the show you're going to want to hang around and learn, listen, and live.
Little teaser.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. We're going to talk about
Coming
whatever
to you,
that was.
as we do each and every week, live from the Ethan Clark Studios here in Heartland, Michigan, where we have a breaking news update.
Oh.
The sign has finally been fixed. Oh, it's only taken like 4 months. So the one,
dude, it's been longer than that.
I know the sign is fixed, and
I just thought they were just gonna leave it there.
Dude,
just
they had a skiddy out there, and they were fixing that whole thing. So somebody decided here in Heartland we got a roundabout, like everyone thinks they're the greatest things in the world, and they didn't take the roundabout and went right through a brick sign, man.
It's kind of we don't want to go into that whole thing. It's a silly place for a roundabout. It really is.
Melissa is off this evening. Filling in back there is the man himself, Detroit Velvet Smooth.
Hey, he's got his beer budget shirt on.
He does. He's looking fresh.
And what's that he's sitting next to
he's
back there?
He's sitting next to the new Crenshaw. That's
Sweet.
yeah, buddy. It's a new class bike I'm putting together. Thanks
that purple is sick, man.
Matt and family. We appreciate it, buddy. Man, what do you got over there in
Keeping
purple?
you looking good, man.
Send them here.
Yeah.
Send it here. Yeah, right. So appreciate Gate 9 for sponsoring Melissa's producer's perch back there.
Yeah.
Chris and I are here at the Ghetto Wear News Desk for all the coolest in lifestyle apparel. Ghetto Wear. It's kind of a little crowded behind us here. We're filling it up.
Yeah, we do have quite a few things happening there, don't we?
Yeah. Hey, we got news, though. Speaking of one of our viewers, Chris, Lisa White is looking for a little help. She's headed off to trying to get to the Worlds down in Australia.
Down in Australia, yeah.
She wants to go visit the guys from It's Just BMX.
That's what
it's really what it is.
Right?
So her and her son won an opportunity at the National, and they've got an opportunity to head over to Australia and compete in the Worlds. And I'm telling you, that's pretty rad right there. So we have a link where you can help out her get there. She's got like the Cash Apps, the Venmos, and the PayPals, and all that stuff. Whatever you got. Awesome. She's also doing, if you're in the area where she lives, which is by the great track of Cape Coral and that's Southwest Florida, she's doing like bake sales and things like that too. But we're going to share the Facebook post she has where you can help her out. We're asking you, a little bit's a lot, all right? So please help out.
Yeah, every little piece is appreciated, right?
Yeah, and she's a great person, great family. I've been supporting us all the way back to when we were the Michigan BMX podcast show. So thank you, Lisa.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
No, that's over 6 years ago. We're in season 7 now.
Yeah.
Speaking of podcast, I want to plug a couple here. You want to let them know?
Yeah, so make sure you check out the new podcast. It's only they only got about 3 episodes in, maybe 4. Is Going Rogue BMX podcast. It's Dan and Danelle. They dropped a new episode called Road Trip.
Yeah.
So they're going to, I assume, going to be talking about driving to a national or race somewhere. So check those guys out.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to listen to that one yet. The guys over at It's Just BMX Podcast dropped episode 10 and 11. 10 was their welcome back after their first 9 episodes. It's a good one. I didn't get a chance to listen to 11 yet. But
yeah.
I've been fighting with faucets at work, Chris.
That's a little.
God damn, dude! I was got a text earlier from the guest. I'm like, dude, I'm in the fight of my life right now, man. I got to call you back.
Oh, man. That's one thing I do not mess with is plumbing. Oh, that's like my, arch nemesis or whatever you want to call it.
Don't fix, replace.
Right.
There's
Yeah,
your advice.
that's kind of my deal with plumbing.
Yeah.
Also, check out Tony Harvey. He's got a podcast. It's called Snap Lab.
That was our guest.
Yeah, he was on our last show. So he's just dropped a new episode, so go check that out as well. He's talking to Hayden Fletcher. And then, hey, speaking of Tony, he's going to be up here in Michigan this summer doing some clinics.
He didn't even like tip us off on that.
No.
It was the following week he was on the show. He's going to be doing a little tour here in the United States, and he's hitting up the East Coast. Going to be in Michigan, Connecticut, all over the East Coast. So
Yeah.
if you checked out the show and from 2 weeks ago, you liked what he had, he's doing clinics at tracks. Go check it out. You can just find him on his social. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
he's going to be over here from Australia.
We're going to go hang out with him.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go get
Definitely.
he
Get
said
some-
no shrimps on the Barbie, just some burgers.
Burgers?
Yeah.
All right. Can we put shrimp on the burger?
I hope he punches you. Before it gets a little more crowded and rowdy in here, we get the evil in. I want to let you guys know we want to thank the following companies for them that help us when you guys are doing your shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you guys support these guys. Give them a chance. All right.
All right. So we have Dye Job Apparel. So, hey, if you need your logo on something, get a hold of Sean over at Dye Job Apparel. He'll do that. And I'll guarantee you it won't look like somebody did it in their garage.
There you go. Our good friends at Krupp and Carter who came through solid. We come back from Ray's over the weekend.
Yeah.
Huge bag out on
yeah?
the porch. Got us all stocked up for the trivia for Melissa's prize packs.
You got the prize closets all restocked.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Lana might have tried to do some shopping. She's like, what is all this? I'm like, it's the stuff we give away.
Oh, your daughter?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, this is my size.
Yep.
All right. Hey, also, make sure you check out Morris Digital Media. If you need a website for your business, or hey, maybe you just want your own personal webpage, get a hold of Anthony over at Morris Digital Media. He can take care of that for you.
Our good friends at Spark BMX Training laid down a new personal best last night on the 30-foot.
Did you?
He knows what he's doing.
Sweet.
That's right.
Hey, also check out our friends over at On Two Wheels next time you're at a big race.
The Hack Shack, who's going to be in full effect at Dirty Fest, bringing the Hack Shack in the house with
Side
hacks, man.
Oh, that's going to be so cool. Hey, also check out our buddy over at Wrenchman Wheel Builders. If you're looking for a set of wheels, get a hold of Gavin. Zach, I'm sorry. I always say Gavin.
Well, it's our good friends at DB Sports, who we got to hang out with at Ray's this weekend. It was a great time. Dave and family. Mando absolutely ran me right in the ground. I could barely walk, man.
Take you out
That
a couple
kid
of times.
he just never stops riding, man. Trying to keep up with him. Sending healing vibes over to Addie. She had her surgery done today. I heard everything went good. It's good to know. It was fun hanging out with Noah and Drake and the Blastics and seeing everyone there. Some listeners. I ran into some people that watched the show.
Oh, great.
From out by Illinois. It was cool. It was great meeting everybody. And Ray's is off the charts. Jeez, they just keep growing and growing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, with the holiday. It was.
Oh, yeah, because of President's Day. That's right.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. They just keep blowing holes in the wall and expanding that place. It is awesome. And do yourself a favor. Cool. Make sure you get up there. No, we're not sponsored or endorsed or paid by Ray's. It's just the Disney World for BMXers and all bikers, man.
Yeah.
It's they just built like on the back of the beginner room and kept going, and like I could go on. It's crazy.
Yeah. If you've never heard of it, just Google Ray's Indoor Mountain Bike Park, and yeah, you'll just go, I'm going there.
It's something else.
It's
man.
in Cleveland, Ohio, in case people don't know. But yeah, go. It's so much fun. I got to get over there.
Our show chat is sponsored by our good friends at BMX Rocks Photography, where they bring us a question each and every week, and it gets posted into the socials, so some of you have already seen it. That chat question this evening, we want you guys listening, wherever you're watching from and listening, to comment this. Like, give us your answer. Want to hear what you guys got to say. Do you guys, so this is the question for tonight. You ready, Chris?
Yep.
All
what
right.
do we got?
And this is going to be a good one, too, because we'll ask Adam when we get him on screen here. So,
okay. Kind
of ties into what he does.
Yeah.
We're trying it. Hey, well, thanks for joining. We got a first-time watcher here.
Oh, great.
Appreciate it, Tom. So, do you care when it comes to your BMX parts? Do you care more about BMX parts being lighter, stronger, or lasting longer, and why? So it should be good. I like to hear what you guys got to say. Yeah, man, it'll be a good one. So let's bring our guest in here. How is it going, Adam? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're all good so far.
Yeah, man.
We're ready to rock and roll here. So do you want to
go ahead.
answer that or
no? Ask our guest first.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go in there. All right. So how, Adam? We always ask this first. How did you find out about the sport of BMX? How did you first get involved?
I grew up in the city of I grew up in Bellflower, Orange County, but we had La Mirada Regional track was right up the street from my house. So that's kind of how I found out about it.
Nice.
Which track was it?
La Mirada Regional Park.
La Mirada. Okay. All right.
You ain't going to be able to spell that, so don't.
Uh-oh. That is not going to be on a trivia question, people. I'm telling you that right
now. When was it you found the track?
Oh, God. It had to be 85, 86 would be my guess.
All right.
Very cool.
I'm old.
Welcome to the club.
I was going to say.
When we were talking on the phone, and he has his business card, which that's going to be your teaser, right? Says we toss some business cards into the prize pack. He's got a real, like, on the back of it, it's real funny. He's like, hey, no one's going to get offended. I'm like, look, man, we're all like in our 40s to do this show, even older. Like, if they are, tough shit.
They'll get over it.
They'll get over it, man.
40 plus.
And
for the most part,
actually, a couple stickers in there that has what's on the back of the business card.
Oh yeah,
because you guys got we loaded you up with stickers from Adam tonight.
Pack. Yeah,
so, Adam, thank you.
Basically, it's this little dude that says "F."
Go
your
say you got it. No.
Hey.
No, you don't. No,
yeah,
you don't get to edit that shit, dude.
I did.
Get out of here.
Nope.
This dude, Adam, it took us 5 years to get him to drop an F-bomb on the show.
When we got 1,000, it was 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay, I'll use that word.
Hey, Adam. So when it comes to bike parts, when you're looking at them, you make some of the best, right? But do you look at them for you when you're riding? You want them to be lighter? Are you looking for them to be stronger or longer lasting?
I think stronger and longer lasting kind of go hand in hand. I've told people in the past in conversation that we definitely don't make the lightest parts. Mm-hmm. So, we are kind of more geared towards like the old school styling of what I couldn't afford when I was a kid, bullseye profiles, etc. But we're not really like, if you're shaving weight, shaving grams, like we're probably not the components for your race bike.
Yeah, but they are
badass.
They are pretty.
So first of all, let everyone know what company that you own and you run.
Evil Alloy BMX products.
Yeah,
right.
We're gonna, and as we're talking about them, I'm gonna pull up your pictures that you've got on the website of the products. But you sent some over here for us to take a look at, and you might not know this, but Chris actually owns a machine shop. Well, it's not just a machine shop.
No, it's it is, but it's a gear manufacturing company.
So, like, he checked the stuff out and was blown away with it before we started.
You got some nice machining going on there. Very nice.
Thank you very much. That's a huge compliment from somebody who does it on a daily basis.
No, it looks sharp. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm over here checking it all out.
He did. He got a light out. He had a monocle. He's looking at it earlier. He was doing.
Right. There's no burrs. No, it's really nice looking stuff, Adam. It really is. It's cool.
Yeah, you're we were looking over the website, and all the links, by the way, are in the show notes. Those of you guys watching right now on YouTube, they're over in the description. But go look, open up another tab, make sure you guys stick around. I love all the color options you offer, and the fact that you can literally trick out everything you get. You have an option to trick it out. So we were talking about your brakes and how you have the little hop-up kit for the brakes, so you can even get like, you know, color coordinate the brakes.
Yeah.
So when you come up with an idea for a new product or something like that, how long does it take from kind of the idea to you having it in your hand?
That's kind of a loaded question. Some of the parts that we come up with are kind of cut and dried, where you build the part, a little bit of testing, and we're good to go. Probably the longest part that took us to bring to production or to market was our brakes. It was almost 2 years before we actually, from the time we started doing prototypes and getting them perfected and getting them out to the public, was almost 2 years. Maybe even could have been a little bit longer. But I'm a firm believer in making sure that everything is going to hold up, stand up, work correctly, versus rushing it to production and having failures.
Well, they're amazing. Are the ones I got on the screen the ones you were speaking about, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the story behind the pro part of them? Is because I know it ties in with some other products.
We just, try and honestly, we just try and come up with catchy little names for everything. Okay. And I feel so. I do have, in this day and age, not too many people run a V brake if they're racing. Not too many people run flat pedals. So when I can get somebody who's actually on the track to run my brakes or run my pedals, it's always a plus. So I just kind of came up with like the Pro One. Like it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you found the right place. We're flat pedals and V
both
brakes. I don't look, man. Disc brakes belong on cars. I'm all right. I don't go that fast. I need to slow down that fast.
Yeah, I love it.
We actually, Adam, we ran a whole series last year with our friends that sponsor the chat question, the BMX Rocks Photography. We did a 46 and over flat pedal series. It was at 4 tracks through the summer. It was a good time.
Oh, it was fun.
A lot of shit talking, great racing, and I had a guy come up to us, man. He goes, we've been waiting like 5 years for a race like this with all the kids and the money open. And he goes, it took you old timers out here to put it on for us. And it was because we just had a gnarly at Waterford, a really good race. And it was, I was like, well, that was a compliment. It was a good time.
That was fun.
But that's what we are.
It's kind of an ongoing rouse and joke with me as well to people when they, they'll send us a message and say, when is your disc brake frame coming out? Or when, and I'm like, never.
So the frames, what all of them you offer, like, are they modern day race geometry? Are they vintage race geometry? What is it? What do you have in the frames that you make?
So our aluminum frame, which you have up on the screen now, is the Sucker Punch. It's a 29-inch. It's a very modern geometry, and it's honestly a geometry that I came up with that's very, I guess, it's got a really long top tube and a short rear end. So it really isn't, perfect. I don't see anybody really getting that bike out on a track. I mean, I guess you could if you were a monster, but it's got a 26.5-inch top tube.
Whoa.
Got a really rear end. So it's built for tall people. I really made it as more of just a cruiser. I would get a lot of dads that are like, hey, I just want to look cool when I'm at the track and my kid's racing. I want to be out there on a cool bike. And you wouldn't believe how many people have contacted me and just been like, hey, I want a cool bike. So when I'm out with my kid, I could look cool as well. So that's that. Our chromoly frames, which are manufactured by Craig Turner, have more of a old mid-school geometry. You definitely could get one of those out on a track and rip it up. The Hellraiser's got a kind of, like I said, mid-school geometry, more traditional, versus the Sucker Punch.
This says it's a 2-piece frame?
Yeah. I always touch on, I love old school. So when I started making my parts, I always just made sure everything's got a little bit of touch of old school, and I always loved Auburns.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
love it.
You're talking my language.
That's Justin. He wants one.
I know when they came out, supposedly, the gimmick was, oh, if you're on a tight track, you could put a short rear end, and if you are on a loose track, you could put a long rear end. And I kind of call bullshit on all of that. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's more of, like I said, more of a gimmick to sell.
Yeah.
But who doesn't love an Auburn? So, I just felt like I needed to make a two-piece frame, and I went a little bit crazy with it. Did double rectangle down tubes and just changed it up a little, changed the mounting points from, because a lot of people have done similar to the Auburn, including Craig. So I wanted to do something that was just kind of wild and but still had that old school feel.
Right. Plus make it your own.
Plus make it my own.
That's it.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
I dig this, man. That is sick looking. I like that.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. For those of you guys listening to the audio, it's worth a while. Flip over to the video, check it out. This is
go to the website, check it all out.
That's the way your mount is on the under the seat post clamp there for the rear triangle that's wow.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, I gotta admire here. Look at that.
Yeah, typically, like on all,
Dude.
I'm pretty sure all two-piece frames, even that are manufactured now, the bolts come in through the side. I came in through the front. And
Yeah.
just little things to try and change it up and set us apart from everybody else. Because in this day and age, just about all of the larger companies have done some sort of a tribute or some sort of a spin-off of the two-piece Auburns. So I wanted to just do something a little bit different.
You nailed it, man. That is so cool. That's cool. And you got there's a suck. We talked about the sucker. This is the evil one here.
That's the evil one. That's the first frame that we ever did.
Mm-hmm.
I never had any intentions on doing frame and fork, and we're getting people asking me here and there, when are you going to do a frame and fork? And I thought, well, it'd be cool if we did a frame and fork, and then you could put all your parts on it. We did a limited edition of the 29. We did 50. I pre-sold 50 frame and forks before they were even put into production.
Wow.
Deposits on 50 of them. So that 29-inch Evil One is no more. This is the 26. We never hit on the 26 isn't as popular as the 29, so we never hit our number of 50 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still available.
Nice. Do you find like a lot of with the aluminum that you guys do with the colors, right? Do you find that lends itself into that big bike world more than BMX, or are they pretty close?
It really does. It really does. Like I said earlier, with the people that race now, everybody's all about clip-in and everyone's all about disc brake, and we're not. So don't get me wrong, we do sponsor a couple of teams, and we have some riders that actually race with our parts, but it's more geared towards the big bike crowd that are just building bikes to relive their childhood or, to cruise around on. I can't lie.
Well, it's funny because like I would argue that any brake lever is heavier, or if not the same weight. Granted, it's not for a disc brake, but there's like it's just as much as a box or any of the other ones that are out there.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all aluminum. I mean, it's
You know more than that.
It's but it's beefy, but it's not super heavy. It's not like, holy cow, this thing weighs.
When you're over 40,
it doesn't matter.
What did Barry Nobles tell you, Chris?
Go to the bathroom.
There you go. There's your weight savings.
Right before you go race, go use the bathroom. That's what Barry Nobles said.
That's man. Are you making this, or are you having it made?
I am not. I actually do not make anything with my own two hands.
Okay. Well, I mean, what did you tell me earlier? You got a print shop, right?
Yes. Anything printed, any apparel or all of our apparel and all of our advertising that we do for Evil Alloy is all done in-house. But as far as our components, our parts, our frames, and our forks, they're all outsourced. So I either design or have people who help me design then we outsource all of the production.
Do you, your print shop you have, can like somebody call you up and you make stuff for them?
Absolutely.
Oh, So I mean, you sent me a bunch of stickers. I assume you make stickers.
22 years printing. We do vehicle wraps, signs, banners, any just about anything to do with printing. We do it here.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's
Well, there you
cool.
go. There's plenty of BMX teams and people listening that
Need stickers or need a wrap on their van
tell
or
you, look,
their
you're
Equinox.
Yep, easy ups, table covers. We do it all.
you're which one does it that the pink one? This one. I don't know what the material was, but I was telling Chris, I was like,
It's a cool sticker.
yeah,
It's like a matte
a matte
finish.
pink evil alloy one here. I was like, I really like whatever that one's made out of, and yeah, we'll have to talk. I'll have to get some ATB ones ordered through you because I kind of don't have somebody. So there you go. Now we got somebody. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
And all the apparel you got, dial it up. How quick it gets out to them?
How quick does it get out?
Yeah.
If we receive an order during the week, it goes out the following day.
There you guys go.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Get all
Pretty much anything. If you order from our website during the week, we're not here on the weekends. So if you order from our website during the week, it goes out the following day.
Some comments in the chat. Where was that one? Sorry. Gotta scroll back. The it was sorry. I know it was Robert that said it. He said that you make the best. Oh man, damn it! This thing just reset. I'm sorry. Struggle busing here, you guys. Oh, you make the best bear trap pedals. Such.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, Cardoza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robertson.
Those are. Yeah, I'm gonna step back. How did you decide to start making Evil Alloy?
That's a good question. That probably we should have maybe started with that one.
Better late than never. So
Good job, Chris.
Sorry.
I like to listen to music when I go on street rides. I like to listen to music, and they've got all these really cool Bluetooth speakers. So I would have my Bluetooth speaker velcroed to my handlebars, and it would fall off. And then I tried zip ties, I tried shoelaces, I tried it all, and it would flop around. You jump off a stairs or a little dirt jump, and you drop your speaker. So I had a friend of mine that worked at a machine shop. I had him water jet a set of speaker clamps out for me.
Okay.
And, here, give me 1 second. I'm going to show you. I have the original set, if you don't mind.
No, you're fine. Donnell, yeah. If you need, I'll get you the contact information for you.
So these are actually the first set that I ever made. They were water jet, and then we just kind of, I actually ran them completely raw. They looked like crap, but they worked bitching. This bolts to your, I'm backwards here. Bolts to your handlebar. The big part holds the speaker, and it holds it ridiculously well. And I started getting people asking me, "Oh, what is that? Where'd you get it?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just made it so it holds my speaker when I'm out riding." And they weren't cheap, so people started asking to buy them, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll make you a set." I think I was selling them for like $120, and people were buying them up, and I was getting a lot of feedback from people that they're like, that's more than what the radio costs. And I'm like, I'm not trying to sell it. Like, this is just something I made for my bike. If you want some, cool. And they actually took off, and I started having them CNC'd, and then I started offering them in colors. And I didn't even have Evil Alloy wasn't even a thought at that time. We just called them rad clamps. I didn't have a website. I didn't have anything. If you wanted a set, you'd catch me on a ride. Or you'd shoot me a DM, and I'd give you my PayPal, and I was just kind of selling them, and
so you're just doing what, like local ride outs, that type of thing?
Yeah, local ride outs. People would see them, I've got a pretty big Facebook group. 24, 26, 29 BMX Cruisers is my Facebook group. So you at that time, I think we probably had around 20,000 members. So people would see them on there, and it literally went from me making like 5 or 10 at a time to making 20 at a time to making 50 at a time. And then I think the last Small order I did was like 100 pieces, and that's when we were sourcing local CNC shops to make them. But it got to a point where the demand for them, I couldn't keep up with it. Having the local CNC shops do them, they would put me on the back burner because you said you own a CNC shop, work at one.
Yeah,
Chris?
yeah. I'm in that business. Yes.
So, you have to, and I get it, but people, if you're not aerospace or, military, they look at you when you want to spend a couple of $1,000s and you just get backburnered. And it was getting to the point where I was waiting months and months to get them.
Oh, really?
So unfortunately I had to go overseas with them. But I did a lot of homework and found some very reputable CNC companies to make them. And I did that for about, I want to say 2 years. And then Bill Holman from Bassett BMX.
Yep.
If you guys are familiar with Bill.
Yeah, we've had him on.
He's been on the show. Yeah.
He came to me and said, "Hey, do you want to make some pedals?" And I was like, "Bet your ass I do." So he kind of helped me out. He was the one that got me started. And he linked me up with a company to start making pedals. I made a round pedal that was very similar to, Krupe, Bullseye, all of the old main pedal companies, and it took off like wildfire. Came up, he goes, "Dude, you got to come up with a name." Like, pedals were already in production. I didn't even have a name for the company. And I'm like kicking it around and just couldn't come up. And I'm like, I've always kind of liked Devils, and I was like, Evil Alloy. I think that's a good name. It took me so damn long that the company was like, "Hey, your order's done. We have no logos on it. You're going to just have to settle with like some laser etching." And I'm like, okay. So our first gen pedals were laser etched. They look kind of hokey, but the rest is history. I just, like I said, the round pedals took off so good that I just kept taking the money and investing it into the next part and the next part and the next part. And we're real close to having a complete bike right now.
Yeah, that's
What are you short?
We are short cranks and tensioners.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm going to even, I don't know that I'm even, so we're working on cranks right now.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm even going to dabble with hoops or hubs. But aside from hoops and hubs, the only thing we're short is chain tensioners and cranks.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah, so you build the whole thing up. Wow, that is cool. All right.
We're guys, we're just kind of scrolling through the website, taking a look at everything. You have the I was mentioning this earlier. You all the way down to you have right here. So. You were talking about the round pedal, the Krupe, like the Krupe style that you make. You can get through Evil Alloy the screw that holds the cage on. You can get that in either matching color as the body, or if you want to trick it out, you can get different colors. Which is, again, I mentioned this earlier. That's the thing
it's all
I've spent
custom.
way too much time scrolling through your website making this list. Like, dude, you could.
That would be sick, though. You could put. Shoot, you could put ATP green screws in there, right?
Goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what color do you sell the most of? Purple.
Color we sell the most of, I would say probably black.
Okay.
So it's a competition. Probably black, blue, and gold are probably the best selling colors.
Okay.
It's weird though, because for a while we were selling a lot of pink, and then it just kind of died off. And then, I think it just depends on what people see out there. They see a build and they're like, "Oh, that looks cool. I want to build my bike like that." But it's really weird.
Right.
But honestly, the most that stays true the longest is black. I would say black and chrome, and then followed up with like blue or gold.
Okay, so kind of the more traditional BMX colors that you see.
Yep.
Yeah. But I guess actually Justin and I were checking out the green. We're like, that green is really cool because our logo's got green in it, so we were kind of partial to that.
I don't see it very often.
No, you don't see it very often.
Yeah, you offer a lot when it comes to your colorway for those that want to trick their bikes out. plans for the company, like things I mean, we talked like the cranks, but other things you're looking at, maybe even outside of the Evil Alloy and the printing side, you're looking at bringing into what you offer?
I've been kind of kicking around the idea of getting into some of like the what they call them, pit bikes, 110s, and e-bikes. I've been thinking about doing some parts for those. I'm not going to say what parts, but I've been kind of kicking around the idea of doing some parts, and also been kind of kicking around some ideas on doing some Harley parts for the
Right.
stunt, for the Harley stunt guys.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Crazy.
But nothing's set in stone right now. We're sticking to the BMX. Our big thing right now is getting these cranks to market.
Okay. What's your timeline that you're looking at to have that happen?
2 years ago.
Kind of like the brakes.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, realistically, probably. So I feel that cranks are a pretty hard part that you need to make sure is going to be bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking probably in the next 2 or 3 months we're going to have prototypes in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
So then we need at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 months of me and my fat friends riding them and beating on them, and making sure they're going to stand up. So that's the biggest thing is I'm a firm believer in making sure that what you're selling doesn't just look good, but it holds up and it'll take a beating.
Yeah. Yep. Was there is there, without giving out anything, something with your crank that you have that is going to be different than everybody else, without giving too much away?
It's just different.
There you go.
It's different. It's the same but different. I don't know how to say. I don't want to say it and sound arrogant, but I think that when our cranks come out, everybody's going to want to run them. And I'm pretty confident that if you're still running flat pedals and you race, that you're probably going to want to run a set of our cranks as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Are you going with titanium or are you going to go with chrome?
No, we're going to stick with chromoly.
Are you? Okay. I know
Yeah.
titanium's seem to be pretty trendy right now.
Titanium is, but I want to keep them cost effective to where people are actually going to buy them. I don't want to put it out to where, we're $800, $900 for a set of cranks. And, you can get cheap titanium and you can get good titanium. And I've seen some of the cheap titanium fail. We've got a few titanium parts. We have bars and seat posts. That's all we've really dabbled with in the tie. But I feel like if I was to do a high quality titanium crank, it might price a lot of people out from buying it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
What do you find harder, starting the company or keeping it going?
Keeping it going, keeping up the momentum, and and now, like I had said, we're getting pretty close to having everything done. So it's to the point where, like, what do I do? Like, once we do these cranks and our tensioners are already designed, we've done a couple prototypes that I wasn't happy with. I had some failures on the adjusters. So we beefed up the adjusters, and we have those in prototype production right now. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. Everything's got to function properly and hold up, because if it looks good and it doesn't hold up to a beating, then what good is it to even bother making it?
That's true. Yeah. So you got to focus on all the materials and the tolerances and all that fun stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's funny. That was one of the things I had actually had in
Yeah,
here that I put was
kinda-
how much do you obsess over it when it comes to like the material, the testing? I mean, we've heard a little bit with the testing, and the tolerances. How much of that do you stay over? Worry about things like that.
That's a big worry, because the last thing you want is something to fail, and somebody to get hurt. We did at one point in time have a bad run of spindles. And I think that when they heat treated them, they either over treated them or under treated them. And we had a couple bend, and then we had a couple of break. And it was really a big worry on my part. So what had happened, we went back to the company that made them, and they kind of basically just told me, well, what do you want us to do about it? And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's where we're at. So I
Yeah.
moved on to a new company. We've had zero failures with the new company, but the last thing, like I said, everyone takes a risk when they get on a bike, whether it's just casually cruising or on the track. Everyone takes a risk, and you see frames break, you see pedal spindles break, you see cranks break, but I try my best to avoid having something like that happen. So again, like I mentioned earlier, we do extensive testing. Myself and most of my friends that ride, we're all pretty big boys. So, if it'll hold up to us, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Isaac from Big Bike BMX.
Yeah, we've had it, man.
Yeah, Isaac's cool.
Oh, yeah.
So I gave him my platform pedals. I think we had 3 or 4 sets made of platform when I came out with the platform pedal, and I sent them to him, and with the mission of breaking them. I said, break these pedals. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, break them. Like, you ride hard, you beat on your shit, please break these pedals. And one of his bikes still has the prototype pedals on it. They are beat to shit, but they're still on there, and they're still holding up. And that's what I like to see.
Yeah.
It sounds weird to tell somebody like, hey, go break this. But if they do indeed try and break it and it breaks, at least I know what I need to improve on.
True. Plus he's he's an older guy like us, so he'll put it to the test for you. Yeah,
he will.
No, he's a good dude. We have had him on. He's a lot of fun.
What would be one if you were going to share with somebody that comes to you, they're thinking about starting their own company? What would be one piece of advice you would share with them?
Don't do it.
Attaboy. It's the same advice I have for podcasts.
What do they say? If you want to make $1 million in BMX, start off with 2.
Yes,
exactly.
Start off with 2 or something,
Yep.
Something to that effect.
Yep.
Yes. Exactly.
How do you make $1 million in BMX? Start with 2 million.
Start off with 10.
Right.
Man.
I don't do this. Everybody wants to make money and everyone wants to be rich. But honestly, I started Evil Alloy because I love BMX, and it really was about being able to make parts that I couldn't afford as a kid. My first BMX bike came from Alpha Beta, and it was a Royce Union that had painted red parts to look like anodized. So, like some of my friends had PK Rippers and GT Mach 1s, and I was never fortunate enough to have anything like that as a kid. So this whole thing was started because I wanted to make stuff that I couldn't have as a kid.
I like it.
That is pretty neat.
If your company tomorrow went away, what's the one thing you want people to remember about Evil Alloy?
That we were the best while we were here.
Solid answer. Did you race? Like, I know when we talked a little bit.
Recreational racing only. Never actually competed, like competition racing, recreational only.
Okay.
Like practice nights at the track, that type of thing.
There's nothing wrong
Yes,
with
sir.
That's cool.
Don't get caught up in all of it. That's how having fun.
About 3 or 4 years ago, I built a 26-inch race bike because I'm like, I'm going to get out there, and it's still hanging on the wall in the shop.
Yeah.
Like trail jumping, stuff like that. You like?
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I'm a big guy, but I'll hit a stair or two. I'll jump off small cliffs.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So you do a lot of ride outs than the big bike stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of honestly, like I said, I built all of this stuff geared towards those people. And if you talk to people, a lot of them have the same attitude as me, like, hey, maybe I couldn't afford something like this when I was a kid. And if you talk to people with multiple bikes, they'll and you ask them, hey, how come you have so many bikes? Which I've been asked a million times, and I'm like, because I can.
Right. Exactly.
Because I can.
You ain't joking, because
yeah.
I'm
telling you, I never had a collection. I had a race bike. I had a bike, right?
Yeah.
Then I was like, I'll get a cruiser. A race one. I got how many are out there, dude?
I don't know, man.
Bad. Like, it's bad, Adam. Like,
Yeah, I got the same.
I got a couple what they call park bikes. I got one of those 22-inch bikes, cruiser, like a race cruiser. Working on I work like a big wheel one, and I don't know how this happened because I can.
You got a road bike too.
Oh, I got a mountain bike.
I got a friend of mine. Oh, it's got to be probably close to 10 years ago. He was like, "Why do you have all these bikes?" And I'm like, and he was just getting into it. I think we were building him his first bike, and I'm like, just hold off. Just remember that question in a couple of months or a year or whatever. And he got to a point where he had, I don't know, 6, 8, 10 bikes. And I was like, remember when you asked me how come I had so many bikes? Well, here you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It happens really quick.
Got a question coming from the chat. Bill Big Rigs Davis says, coming from the printing industry, how hard was it to get into the part manufacturing, and how big was your learning curve?
It kind of transferred over pretty good, because I'm a designer by trade. That I design graphics, but it's really I haven't got into like the CAD part of it. So what I'll do is I'll design something. Even if it's some chicken scratch on paper, and then I'll take it into the computer. I'll do a computer rendering, and then I'll give it to somebody who does CAD design, and then they take it and run with it from there. But it's so much easier to have a base of where you're starting. Like, hey, this is what I like. This is what looks good. Now give it to somebody and take it and run with it. So it does kind of transfer over.
Yeah. I like how you said some chicken scratch because.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I got a quick funny story for you. Our friend Sean he's one of the guys that supports the show with Dye Job Apparel.
Yeah, Dye Job. Yeah.
I sent him this it looked like the kid with the wrong hand, an idea for a pair of pants. And I'll show the pants later, because the idea because I'm like, I don't like these. I like this and these and this and these. And it was just a random thing of horrible drawings. And I shipped them off to Sean, and I was like, maybe because you got the connection, see what you can do. And yeah, he was my computer. I didn't have a computer to put it in.
He took all that and actually made it look good. God.
I hope he never shows the pictures.
On a daily basis. Honestly, I if it's not me chicken scratching something, I get customers that come in, and you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that they're like, "Oh yeah, I did this in paint," and I'm like, "No problem. You're giving me the idea of what you want. We'll take it and run with it." And a lot of times, that's where my parts start out as. My speaker clamps, the rad clamps, they started out as a drawing on a piece of paper, and they were very the drawings were very involved with hinges and. We're going to be able to do this and that. And once we got it into like CAD design, and they're like, how far do you want to go with this? How expensive do you want to make these? And I'm like, I don't. I want everybody to be able to buy them. So they ended up having 2 bolts versus these crazy hinges and all of the other stuff that we schemed up. But everything's, a lot of things start out on a piece of paper.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever, you ever had like somebody hit you up wanting them to make you make them something, and what's like one of the wildest things that you've been requested to make for them?
I've had people hit me up and go, "Oh, you're Evil Alloy. Can we make a set of forks that look like pitchforks, or can we make handlebars that?" And I kind of stray away from stuff like that. We do have a stem that looks like a trident, pitchfork, whatever, but I'm kind of, if you look at our parts, they're pretty traditional looking. So, I get a lot of people that hit me up and want me to make way out stuff like, oh, let's make a frame that, the rear dropout is a pitchfork that goes into this and that. And I'm like, yeah, no, like I said, I'm kind of traditional with the looks of what I like to make. And we do get a lot of people that hit us up that want us to make parts for them. And dude, I can't keep up with my own shit, let alone trying to make parts for somebody else.
Yeah. Well, and especially if it's a 1 or 2 off thing, that's a whole nother thing from a production part. A lot of people don't understand that. We'll have people come to us and go, "Hey, I need this gear." And like, well, how many of that gear do you want? And they'll be like, one. I'm like, no. You're
Well,
talking.
you give them the FU price. You're like, yeah, well, this is what it's going to cost you, and they're like, for one, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it costs.
Yeah. I mean, even at that, I mean, it just, sometimes folks, if you're not in that industry, you don't understand
Yeah,
what goes into it. So
yeah,
like to make one of those stems, there's probably, I mean, I'm just going to ballpark it. There's probably at least 10 different tools that have to be used just to machine that thing, let alone all the tooling to actually hold the piece of steel while you're machining it, let alone the gauging to check the part once you machine it. Then you have the coolant to keep the tools from burning up. Then it just rolls and rolls. And then you got to pay the person to run the machine. It just keeps rolling and rolling. And, and people are like, well, what do you mean it's, $800 for one little piece? Yeah, it's going to be, if you're lucky, it's going to be $800.
You get people asking for a bro deal?
Yeah.
What everything you just touched on was a big learning curve for me because, again, a lot of our prototype parts are made here. If I can afford it, our prototype parts are made here. It's easier to have them made here in the States.
Sure.
Get them in my hands, get them on the bike. And, as I mentioned, I have a friend that works at a CNC shop, and he's like, oh, well, we need to make the setup. And I'm like, well, what's the setup? And he's like, well, you need to tell the machine what tool to grab, and you need this and you need that. And I'm like, all of this stuff as I was coming along, learning, I was like, oh, so you don't just like punch it in a couple buttons and put the chunk of metal in there? Like, what do you mean we have to do setup and tooling and like all of the stuff that you just mentioned was a lot of stuff that it was wild to me when I learned what goes into making one small part.
Yeah, you have to program the machine to tell it where to move.
Man, when I saw the Profile, when I was at Profile,
yes,
and they were making the hubs, and that would like change and then do this and this,
Oh yeah, they have the big carousel with all the cutting tools in it. And
yes,
it indexes around, grabs a tool.
They were telling me like, yeah, they're gonna program all that. I was like, oh my,
yes.
Like you said, I'm like, oh yeah, never thought of that. And
yeah,
you just, they're like, yeah, we fill it, and they drop out the other end.
Yeah.
I always thought that it was like the Jetsons. You push a button in a machine and it drops the part out of the back. I never realized what really went into all of this.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. And like I said, someone who's not familiar with that industry or doesn't know, they just don't know. I mean, it's not that you're dumb or anything like that. It's just you just don't know. It'd be like me trying to go in and, I don't know, make a shirt. I'd have no idea how to make a shirt.
I'd pay to watch that.
You would.
I'd pay to watch that.
I know you would.
Well, if you guys ever get out this way, we'll do a little workshop and you guys can come in and make shirts and stickers.
Okay.
Speaking of stickers, Mike Miller, he said, Adam helped me with stickers for breast cancer. For a breast cancer stretch cruiser I built and donated. You're a stand-up guy. Called him at 4, drive 60 miles to his shop, picked him up. Oh, he called you at 4, a 60-mile drive to your shop, and he picked him up at 6. I'll never forget it. Awesome guy.
Awesome. Yes, I do remember that, and I'm always up for doing charity work wherever it may be. I always try and help anywhere that I can.
Chris, he means real charity, not you as a charity.
Oh, you too, Chris.
Not you as a charity.
I was looking at this thing. I thought I could use like 6 of them.
I thought you. We do old man charities.
Mike said, Mike, oh man, this is going to be like Chris reading birthday names.
Okay.
Bengaro. Nope. He said you just made a few dozen shirts for him. You did a great job.
He's an all right guy.
We invite all the new people that are in the chat and stuff. Please go like and subscribe our page and share our show, please.
All you got to do is share it.
Share would be the best.
Yeah. Oh, this is the best. Tom Ballagher asks, Adam, will you ever offer any limited edition parts, low numbers, one-off colors, etc.?
I've been kicking around the idea of doing something like that, and most likely it will be a stem. So we've been kicking around the idea of doing a low number run of stems, numbered stems.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go. Yeah.
JJ, what's happening, man? That's that'd be Shit, I'd buy one and set it on the. I might not even write it. Just set it and keep it. That's like
see that green in there, man. That green is so cool.
Are you gonna be at Dirty Fest this year?
Absolutely.
So
sweet,
dude. I got a text from Mike earlier.
Did you?
I love texts from Mike. All right.
Oh, first of all, you never know what it's gonna be.
You don't. But for me, I was telling you earlier when we were on the phone. Like I got into this whole sport late, and I found Mike kind of. He was. He'd already been a pro a little on his way out, but he was still like my favorite.
Yeah.
So when my phone chirps and it's Mike, it's still I'm like, whoo. But then you're like, it's Mike. You never know what you're in for.
Right. You don't.
It's like when the phone rings, you don't know what you're in for. It could be a Dirty Fest call, like, hey, can you tell everyone ABCD? Absolutely, got you. Or you're just, it's a Mike call. But he says, you know anyone in Lansing? Yeah. Okay, I need a bike picked up. Well, I don't live that far, so let me know. And I know I have people, and that's all I've heard from him.
Okay, he'll get
it's crazy. Mike and I, we clicked very well.
Yeah,
him and I just clicked very well. And he's one of the, a kind of off subject, but I've always told people it is absolutely wild that these people that I looked at in BMX magazines that were my heroes that I hang out with and ride bikes with and do shows with, like Perry Kramer, Mike Buff, Mike Miranda, like all these guys that I looked up to as I literally, like I would look at them in the magazines and like, that's my hero. Like I hang with these dudes and it's wild to me.
Yeah, that's
100%.
We've been able to meet so many people from doing this show that were, those guys and gals that were in the magazines. And when I was a kid, I would have never, like Hollywood. It's like, oh my gosh, this is Mike Miranda. Oh
yes. Yeah. Mind blowing that like he calls me up and shoots the shit with me about nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you got Hollywood calling you on the phone. It's like, what's Mike up to?
Dude, we forget it a lot and we tease him a lot, but like Cardoza, like the guys was in ET, dude.
Robert Cardoza.
I'll tell people outside of this world. I'm like, I got a buddy who was in ET, and then I like prattle on of what, because Rob worked in the same line of work I am. So I've actually referred to him for some help and advice, So I'll be like, he helps me out with this, and this. And he's in this movie E.T. They're like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, he was the guy with the headphones in E.T. He was a stunt rider. And I keep talking. They're like, whoa. Can you back up to the E.T. part? And you're like, oh, I just talk to the guy every day, though. But it's Rob, and let alone he's a big deal in BMX and motocross and in ET,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just met Rob last year.
Cool guy, great guy.
He's a good dude.
At Dirty Fest, actually, I want to say, I don't know if it was Mike that introduced me to him. One of my acquaintances introduced me to him, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You what? You did like, and then he's showing me all the, pictures of being on set and telling me stories, and it was wild.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. You get that backstory on some of the scenes they shot for the movie and how they did it. It's so cool.
I'll tell you, I've never met a person that knows more about motocross and F1 than Rob.
Yeah.
My Lord. Like
he can. And I was stoked when he was like, "Hey man, I'd love to run a set of your pedals." And I'm like, "Okay."
Sure. Actually, I remember him unboxing them. We were because we like do a Zoom. Well, actually, after the show, we keep this number is always open, and we like chit chat all the time. And because it was a hat and the pedals, and man, I was like, holy moly, those things are nice. And it was just holding it up to the camera. Yeah.
That's cool stuff.
So funny thing though, you said earlier how it's like you lend yourself more into the big bike stuff, but I like somehow stumbled and found all your name tied into the racing side through. It must have been one of your teams, And then actually it was Rob, because Rob had got your like a hat and the pedals, but you do have a good presence in the racing part too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do. We co-sponsor a few different teams: Vega Racing, Bushido Racing, Rad Racing. So some of these teams might not even run our parts on the track, but or they might just run our titanium handlebars or a brake lever. But that doesn't mean that I'm not heavily involved in the sport.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Vega, was that? Did I hear you right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
great guy.
He's been on.
He runs my pedals. He
Yep.
contacted me and he's like, dude, he goes, I'm probably one of the few people that will contact you and tell you this, but I still run flat pedals. And I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
I was running the. You talked about Bill earlier. You know his technique pedals he has.
Uh-huh.
I run those, and
Yeah.
I've been running the 8 degrees. I've been trying those out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you like those?
What's that?
How do you like those new pedals?
Yeah, so I put them on. I got them winter. Went down to Florida for a week and raced 5. I did like 5 races in a weekend down there, and it's a little bit to get used to. Really, like right off the rip, and this is what everyone will say. Like you will notice being older, like your knees and your hips right off the bat after doing like a half-day ride, right? But this weekend riding at Ray's, I found that like when you're ripping like in a pump track and how you kind of steer your back in like a mountain bike in tight corners, holy moly, it was like having another like a knobby or something on there, with like the way they float and you can pull. I hope that makes sense. Absolutely.
Okay. When I saw them, I was like, wow, those are pretty wild.
Yeah, and
they are.
I'd had my friend Rick, he does the Beer Budget Show. He had talked about he'd put him on a mountain bike, and him and his girlfriend rode, and he talked about steering. I just got a mountain bike, so I don't know all that stuff yet. But I know you steer kind of with your feet because with the back end. But in the pump track, I really felt it. Like holding tight, going fast around, like you really, really could feel it with that float in there. I like them. They're cool. Again, it's I haven't had like like 4 or 5 days in a row other than in Florida, and then week after week to ride them. But right now, I dig them. We were out. I was doing sprints last night and seemed to really I dig them.
It's always cool to see something different because. Yeah. In talking with people, they say, well, why don't you do this or why don't you do that? And I'm like, dude, it's really hard to reinvent the wheel, or we get the naysayers that are like, oh, your pedals are just like this person and that person. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah. How many different variations can you make something? So when you see somebody that comes out with something outside the box, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
it is.
I know there's other I don't know who does them, but like you're when I stumbled on your website, it was the first few times I saw the titanium handlebars. Now I know that others are making them, but like the variety of yours, because that 9-inch rise is super popular, like with the park kids, right? They love those taller handlebars, and I'm like,
9s and 10s. The park kids love the 9s and 10s. Park adults, there's not a lot of those, but they really like them.
And I was like, man, he's making these. I was like, oh man. Then I sent it over to I had a couple buddies they're into that more than racing, and they're oh wow, cool. Do the titanium, like, does that lend itself into because like this is me speaking just ignorant. I run just chrome bars. Are people using these to race?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely.
There you go.
It's wild how light they are.
You got them? You got titanium bars on your bike?
No, I do not.
How do you have a carbon fiber bike and you don't got titanium handlebars? Does Bill not make
carbon fiber bars on the
carbon?
You have carbon bars?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
That's rich guy shit.
Bro, you got carbon.
Did I know this? What the?
Apparently
they
not.
Make carbon. Oh, wait a minute. I do know they make them.
Yeah.
You have Supercross carbon bars?
Yes.
Holy shit.
That's rich guy shit.
Oh, my God. They don't break?
Not yet. Dude, why'd you say that?
Knock on wood. But
I feel like
you
I
know,
just learned.
if you've never ridden carbon bars or a carbon seat post, the first bike that I put together and actually put the carbon bars and seat post on was a sucker punch. And when I was riding it, I was like, "What's wrong with this bike? Something's not right." Well, they have a little bit of flex to them. The seat post almost gives it almost a little bit of a suspension feel because it's got a very small amount of flex when you sit down on the seat. The bars have a little, and in my opinion, kind of absorbs a little bit of the shock.
Huh?
Yeah.
You notice that?
No, I don't notice that.
No. Well, you don't have a seat post though, do you?
No, I don't have
You
I
just
have
got
an
the bar.
aluminum seat post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
bars.
it was kind of weird. I was like, "Uh-oh, what's going on here? Why does it feel like my seat post is about to break off?" But after riding it for a little while, I was like, "Oh, it's got a little bit of flex to it."
Yeah, that's surprising because that
Now I gotta
stuff's
go ride
pretty
your bike.
stiff. Yeah. Yeah, you can give it a.
I
take it
can't.
for a
I
spin.
can't even afford to ride your bike.
Oh God, it's not that bad.
I'm gonna sell some of these Evil Alloy stickers so I can afford to ride your bike. Hey, what's the name of your print company? If somebody wants to get a hold of you,
A1 Higher Graphics.
A1 Higher Graphics. I'm gonna put this in the chat here, folks.
Yeah.
And then I'll add it to the show notes too. So, because I did have 2 people ask.
Yeah. Get some shirts. Get some stickers made up for your.
We do it all. Literally, we do it all, and I love doing printing for people who are in the BMX scene, BMX racing, BMX cruising, whatever. I like it. You know, it's always a plus when you get to work with somebody who does something you enjoy on this aside from work.
Right. No, that is cool.
The shoe right here.
That's me.
So you had said not only does you do the whole print thing, you're doing the Evil Alloy, but you were at a race or a rock crawl or something. You said we were talking a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, we were out. Yes, we were out at King of the Hammers.
What? So is it off-roading then?
Yeah, off-roading. When you get some time, you'll probably go down the rabbit hole. It's wild. It's a big. I want to say that they had 180,000 people out there this year. It was the 20th anniversary. A lot of people compare it to Burning Man for off-road.
So like Jeeps and that type of stuff.
What was the name of this again?
King of the Hammers.
Oh, yeah, look it up.
Don't you do this stuff, dude? You got a Jeep, Chris?
No, let's see. My wife takes her Bronco off road. That's
Mall crawling.
no. We go to it actually off road, like climbing hills and
Oh, cool.
all that stuff. Yeah. She's got a.
So I've been into that for. I think the rig that I take out there I've owned for 30 years.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
Real close to 30. About 30. Real close to 30 years.
Oh wow.
Is this something you compete in?
I've competed in some amateur competitions here and there, but no, nowadays it's more just for fun. The sport's gone so crazy that if you don't, it goes back to how do you make $1 million in off-roading? You start out with 10. Like people who are competing in it have stupid money. I just do it for fun. I've raised my kids doing it. I've rode dirt bikes just as long as I've ridden BMX. So, you know, it's just kind of part of my life and raised my kids in it. And it's just recreational.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Rob, Brian Deegan is really heavy into King of the Hammers. Of course he knows that. So when you did this, was this like a whole weekend event then?
It's actually a 2-week event. They're out there for a month. The event, the racing is 2 full weeks of racing.
Is there like a specific event you're in when you go to these things?
We go out just to spectate and just to have a good time. So during the day is racing, and then at night, once the race is over and the course is not hot, you're able to go out and wheel the same trails that they're racing on.
Nice.
Cool.
And
Plus,
you said you've been doing this. It was 20 years you had the rig or
It's
something?
20 years. This was the 20th anniversary. At some point in time, I stopped going. My kids were in high school and they started, doing high school stuff. Well, they were in grade school into high school and doing sports and cheerleading. And I kind of, just it's hard to find the time to do everything. So we kind of fell out of it for quite some time. And about, I don't know, 4 years ago, we really started getting back into it and getting out there a little bit more now that my kids are grown and they enjoy it as well.
Nice. I'm going to quick scroll through the chat here and make sure I don't want to miss any pictures. Good Lord. Questions. While I'm doing this real quick, kind of give some shout outs to people tuning in. James Smith, Halana, my daughter's joining. Noah Robinson's in here. Jason Kimball, thanks for joining. Thunder Midget from Beer Budget. Arthur Anders, he's in here too. And let's see, Giffy's in here. Scrolling down. Donnell from I always get their I flip the name of the podcast with their bike team all the time. It's the Going Road podcast. He's in they're in watching. Holly Dunn, she said she's like, your website's insane. The color options are awesome. She loves all the choices. Brian Roberts is in. Leon Chavez is in here. We appreciate all you guys for joining us. Tim Weiss, thanks for joining tonight. Mike Miller, the Hammer, is here.
Miller time.
That's right. JJ, thanks for joining, man. And I think Baumgartner, our friend from Florida, is in here. Dave joined us. He said he needs a bro code just to look at your Supercross, Chris.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, you know what? Here, I got you a ticket. I got to go full screen on this because this is.
You won't be able to see it if you don't.
There you go. I got you a ticket. It's the Evil Alloy Hell ticket. I'll give this. You can redeem it for a free ride on the bike. We got these in the sticker pack tonight. I love these.
They're cool.
I had to pinch a couple of these to the side. Let's see, go down here. Holly said she'll see you at
up at Dirty Fest.
At Dirty Fest. Jordan, thanks. Free Up BMX. That's the team. Gate 9
in there.
Gate 9 number plates is joined. Where has he been?
He must have gotten away from the desk for a few minutes because he's probably been making number plates since January 19th.
He's been disappeared for a minute. Billy, it's good to see you back in there. Thanks,
Billy.
Man.
What's up?
So you got so we kind of caught up our chat. What do you want to do your trivia?
Oh, we can do that.
We'll do Melissa's trivia, bro.
Yeah, it's not my trivia.
With Chris filling in.
It's Melissa's trivia, and I'm gonna ruin it. How's that?
So, Melissa's trivia brought to you by our good friends at Krupp and Carter, who, again, as I said in the beginning of the show, thank you guys. We really appreciate their support and continued support. And totally stacked up with the Krupp and Carter gear. If you guys get a chance, head on over to their website and as the kids say, check out the new drip.
The drip, right? Yeah, that's it. All right, so we got a hand.
Fit. I heard fit a lot this weekend.
Fit.
That's a nice fit, Chris.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, does it make you feel old?
My evil alloy has a nice fit.
Your evil alloy drip?
Actually, dude, I told you, like, when this is in the heavy rotation. I love the little dude. And, this was one of the, I was ripping around there with this on.
Oh, were you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So with Melissa's trivia question, we got all kinds of little goodies here. We have your shades from Motor City Harley Davidson. Got those guys. We have can koozie, which I can't remember that they called that.
If any of the Australian guys are listening, what do you call can koozies? We forgot the name.
We forgot. They had some cool name for that. I don't know what it was. We got quite a few. Let's see here. Evil alloy, big sticker. We have a microfiber Motor City Harley Davidson towel, and I keep going the wrong way in the camera.
It's all right. It's your 270th show.
Yeah. We got this sticker pack
I gotta go here for you.
Jam packed full. I mean, we've got all kinds of Evil Alloy stickers added in here. We've got, I'm just what I can see here, Crenshaw, Bomb Squad,
Thank
and
you, Ryan.
Motor City Harley Davidson chip clip right there. Chip clip's a big
It's
deal.
like probably a good like eighth of a pound of Evil Alloy stickers in there.
Oh, it's this
dude,
bag is hefty.
I'm
and
like
it's
the back of my trailer. I'm like, man, there might be enough of one of these I can do. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
yeah. Then we got this cool Evil
Other
Alloy
way. Other
T-shirt.
way. There we go.
Oops. Here. That's the back. Here's the front. So we got that guy. And to put it all together, Motor City Harley Davidson backpack. So thank you to our friends over at Motor City Harley Davidson, Krupp and Carter, for helping us out with all this stuff. And now, the trivia question is, let's see, I got a couple to work from here. All right.
Oh, don't give this away, because this trivia question is something you answered or said earlier. So we'll have you answer it after we get an answer.
Yeah. So I want to know the actual name of the very first product that Evil Alloy. Well, it wasn't even called Evil Alloy at this point. What was the first product that was made that I guess would have started Evil Alloy? How's that? What's the first product Adam made? How's that?
All right.
What was it called? I don't want the description of it. I want the name of it.
Oh, even I think it was up on the screen for a minute too.
Yeah, it probably was. But
Dan, dude, there's already answers coming in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, real quick, Chris, I wanted to surprise you with these. So,
What's this?
actually, I referenced this earlier with my horrible chicken scratch drawing.
Oh yeah.
Hollywood, thanks for tuning in. So the chicken scratch drawing that finally turned into a reality, I worked with Giffy over at Dye Job, is the All Things BMX race pants.
Oh, those are cool looking.
So, yeah.
Oh wow, they're really nice.
Yeah. So,
All right, check.
much like yourself,
Oh, I'm
Adam,
not talking in a
I
microphone.
think it was probably a year or more. So,
Oh, Sean, these are really nice.
yeah.
Well, how do you like the final product?
That's better than anything I could have drawn or thought of, actually. I thank God that he can decipher, and do what he does as a professional, because one of the things I don't care for with the race pants are like when they ratchet on one side to tighten. And being a fluffier guy, like, you don't want that, Like, if you've got a hockey ass or you got some junk in the trunk, dude, you can't have that, So,
Yes. They have Velcro on both sides of the hips.
yeah, and like, we talked, and it was, again, I didn't know, but he was like, what we wanted was something that came around, and
Yeah.
especially if you're, got a fluffy ass, you want it pulling around, not one side.
Not one side.
Yeah. So
those are
that was
cool.
accomplished with, basically like the elastic that pulls in. It's almost like a built-in belt that belt grows down.
Yeah, that's what it's similar
And
to. Yeah.
it fits great. The material, like stretchy where you want it, but not skin tight like some goddamn road bike pants.
Yes, and it's a little thick, so it can
Yeah.
probably take a little bit of a fall
Yeah,
without shredding.
Not as and by no means is this like I got a pair 09 pants. This is not any knock or nothing. They're not as thick or heavy as those. They're a little lighter, but not as light as like a oh shoot, I'm gonna forget the names. There's a pair you can buy them on Amazon. Velexum, I think's the name. I've got a couple pair. They're just like $45 or something, and one crash you're done with them. But I'm like, $45. They're not that thin.
It's a one
super
and done.
super like pajama thin, right? And yeah, and I wore them. Where'd we go out to? No, I didn't wear them at Ray's, but
You wore those at race?
No.
Oh,
No.
the other one.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people just show up and rock like a full kit at that park, though.
You could.
There was no, for real, there was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I was like, well, shit, let me go get my gear on. Let's go.
Right on.
Do some imaginary gates and race around this place.
It's like Rick would say, "Let's go, son."
Yeah. So yeah, it was a fun time, and like, you know, like I'm sure you've had it with yourself where you have the idea, work through it, and then you know, I got the alert the package was on the porch, couldn't get home fast enough to.
It's like a kid at Christmas.
Yeah, you know, so
Super satisfying when you get the final product.
Yeah.
That's the best way I always put it.
Uh.
Like when I did it and I'm like, wow, it's done.
There you go.
Right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if he can decipher my horrible artwork, and you got like look, here's your quick plug, man. Like you're looking for pants for your team or even just yourself, whatever.
Oh,
there you go.
Jerseys, all that, right? Dye
Yeah.
Job Apparel.
He's a there you for sure. Check it out. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.
Yeah, those are sharp.
All
right.
So I think we have some winners here.
Well, we only get one though.
Okay, that one. So the answer, Adam. The first product you made that got you into Evil Alloy, the name of that was?
Rad clamps.
Yes.
All right.
That's what we were looking for. Rad clamps.
Perfect. So the first one in, man, I'm telling you, they came in like when you asked it, they came in flying in.
Really?
Yeah. It was Tom. Oh, geez, here we go. Balaguer. Am I saying
Balaguer.
That? Is it Balaguer? Yep.
Yeah.
Can you spell it for me real
Yeah,
fast?
it's Balaguer. So Tom, please message. You can message myself, Melissa, or Chris, or the easiest way is the actual show page, your address, and we'll get this shipped out to you. Right on the heels, though, was a YouTube handle of Evan Paconi at 7314. Super close. They both flew in.
Well, that's a good friend of mine, and he lives right up the street, so he can come here and get his swag bag. Tom's in Florida, so.
Oh, nice.
Hey, but you know what? Both of those guys have been strong followers of my company and supporters of my company from the beginning.
Well, I can tell you, you're gonna end up with another one. That's me because I love what you got. I love the product.
That's
and
some nice looking stuff.
I already got I got a Christmas list already for next year filled out, so I'm excited.
The wish list.
Yeah, it's like we said earlier. The fact you can your Helcano washers. Am I saying that right?
Helcano washers, yeah.
They're saying a damn thing wrong with the ones I have, but I said, oh, we can get gold. We can get red. I got to get them.
Purple.
So what? Where all of that stuff comes from, all of the little add-ons come from, is from about 2015 until 19. I got heavily involved in the bike show scene, and I come from a hot rod off-road background. I worked at a fabrication shop, and I started taking all the little they call them dress-up washers. From cars and using them on bikes, and people were just blown away. They're like, where'd you get that? Where did that come from? So when I started the company, I was like, hey, we're going to take all of this stuff that made me a winner throughout all these bike shows and put them into production so people could really like tailor their part to fit like their build or their style or, whatever they like. So, you're not making tons of money off of all that small stuff, but it lets people personalize their builds, whether it's a show bike or a daily rider, a race bike. It gives you that extra little pop to customize.
Yeah, that's really cool because I like that. I get into those little things where, hey, if I could get that anodized gold brake lever, I would use that. I put that one on there instead of the black one.
Would it have to be carbon fiber? Hey, Mike Miranda had a question for you. He wanted to know what the largest thing is that you wrapped.
Largest thing I've wrapped, probably largest vehicle, 40-foot motorhome or a 53-foot diesel trailer. Largest building would be the inside of a marijuana dispensary, and we wrapped 15 feet tall and all of the walls inside of it.
Holy shit! Like
Wow.
like wallpaper, but wrap.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do interior wall wraps, interior and exterior
Wow.
wall.
Yeah, that's
Holy
badass.
shit, that's cool as hell. The hammer. The hammer answered that question, and he said the largest things he's ever wrapped was his prom date. I knew as soon as he asked that, I'm like, I already. And
A lot of things ran through my head,
Yeah.
but I kept it real and professional.
Oh, Miller, I love that guy.
Miller. Hey, you know he's got a book, right?
He has a great book, and I recommend that book. It's back here. And read that thing 3 or 4 times. Man, Dirty Fest is going to be wild.
Oh,
Coming
sounds
out.
Yeah.
so fun.
So I'll let you know. We had plans to go. We have a situation where we're going to be staying home instead for personal reasons, and it's we'll be at Dirty Fest 5.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully next time.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
It'll make it better. And staying home for personal reasons, you got to take care of personal reasons before fun.
yes.
Yep.
So yeah. Now the flip side of that is in July, Hollywood's coming out here along with Redline Rob and
Bill Allen.
Bill Allen are coming out to
Rad.
our local track for our local track's having their 40th anniversary, and so is the movie Rad. And it all lines up, so they're coming out for that. And like I've
July
said to everybody
12th.
that anyone that wants to come out, let me know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. We'll make it happen. So we're doing in Michigan. You know, it's a big deal. Like we have a good the classic bike, the vintage bike
Scene.
Yeah. This is going to be we're going to push that up, and then the fact that Hollywood and Bill's there and Redline Rob bringing his awesome collection in, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. That'd
And
be fun.
John Cruz might come out. I've been talking to him too. He might be swinging out too,
gosh.
so it'll be a good
Seriously?
time. Well, like
Holy cow.
people get spoiled living in California where all the legends live, man. Like whatever, man. I'm out here hustling, trying to get them out here in the Midwest because it don't happen. We got corn, son. Like that's what we got out here. So
It's not
you can get
corn
these
making cars or
these legends
growing
out here. It's going to be amazing.
that would be
cool.
Yeah.
so cool.
So it'll be and I mean you've been around Mike, that's gonna be a
boy.
good one. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And
Yeah, I think he already told me he's sleeping nude on the couch.
I wouldn't doubt it for 1 second that he told you that.
But Michigan better
he's
get
staying,
ready.
he's staying at your house, right?
It might be a split shift. You might end up with some custody of him too. I've been really selling him on the fact that Bob Seeger might be your neighbor.
He's not my neighbor.
No. That's true, Woody. He's right. Woody, you're right. A lot of legends that live in Arizona too.
Yes, there
We
is.
know Rob.
Robert Cardoza.
Holly Dunn, all of them. Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you on, man, and I look forward to having you back on again. And when we get the cranks out, man, I want to have you on. We'll talk about the cranks
talk
and everything
cranks.
you got going on too.
Awesome. That would be great. Thank you for having me. It was
No,
fun.
great
This
time.
is a lot of fun. We really appreciate you taking time out of your evening to hang out with us.
Yeah. If you got a few minutes, can you stick around just right here in the Zoom, and we're going to sign off, and I'll pop back over.
Absolutely.
All right. I appreciate it. Again, I'll have all the links in the show notes. I'm going to add the print shop in there, so you guys don't need to search around. I did put the print shop in the chat so people could copy them. There's a few people asking, but they will be in the show notes for those of you guys watching the replay, just in the bottom of the description. Those of you on your podcast outlets, whatever it is, your favorite one, they're in there. And again, as we said earlier, you like the show, you enjoy it, share it. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. If you're listening on a podcast, on a social media, just share it to somebody that you think might like it.
Yeah. Or just put it on your social medias, whatever.
Yeah.
It all helps. Like, subscribe, share. Share's the big one.
You want to let them know who's on next week?
Yeah. So, hey, next week, make sure you come back Wednesday. We are going to be here February 25th with Henry Robinson, and we're going to learn about Yee Coffee.
You got it.
Did I
Yee,
say
son.
that? Yee.
It's yeah. He does more than coffee. He's got the whole trailer he tows up to the track. He when I did Sarasota for the Bangin' Bars series,
Oh yeah.
he whipped up some concoction that I think I felt my hair grow. Man, I was
Can we put that
wired,
link up
bro.
right up here?
Well, I mean, it might not have came back. It just grew, but he does like a juice bar and stuff. So
Oh, cool.
yeah. It's,
that'll
and
be
he,
fun.
You know, he follows the Florida series around. He's got a kid in the sport, so it'll be fun to hear his story. Yes, next week.
All right.
He'll be joining
You
us.
know, I noticed that a lot. You see those a lot. It's probably part of that is these bike shops with coffee shops in them.
Yeah.
So we'll learn about that.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, Adam, thank you again for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And we'll be back next Wednesday. We'll talk to Henry Robinson from Yee Coffee. Boy, I'm going to screw that up.
Sorry, you got a week to practice.
Yay. All right. Again, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Give us a share if you can. We'd appreciate it. God bless you. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday.